Here we are, Michigan Conservative Roundtable, back at you. Mac, my name's TJ, for those who may be new. And something occurred, an event occurred a few weeks back, and it brought to my mind a question. Just a question to all you never-Trumpers out there. The George Wills, William Crystals, Jonah Goldbergs, George Conways, the lesser half of Kellyanne, the Mitt Romneys, and all the other Bush lovers, and I mean the political Bush lovers.
Dana Perino.
Yeah. And to even the most esteemed legislative body in the world. Gag me with a splintered wooden soup spoon, I'll tell you. Boy, sorry about that.
Nice try.
Anyways, just a question to all you never-Trumpers out there. Your contempt for President Trump, is it so great that it even exceeds your supposed position on pro-life? It dawned on me some weeks back, January 24th was the March for Life in Washington, D.C. President Trump became the first president to address this group, this event, in person. I'm told that other presidents might have addressed them via video or whatnot, but some had concerns that it was too risky to make a personal appearance. But as we know, President Trump is not shy on this stuff, and he appeared in person and addressed the event.
First president to do so.
Yep. Some weeks back, we did a video on known by the company you keep. So, a question for all you never-Trumpers. Would you sooner associate with the pro-abortion Dems as opposed to the pro-life position of President Trump? Your thoughts so far?
It goes back to the argument of taking the high road. Well, are you really taking the high road, is my question to them. They ought to ask themselves that question.
It's interesting you bring that up. With the never-Trumpers, they're not comfortable with his tweets. Get over it. You don't like him calling senators sleazeballs. Well, first of all, are they not? And so I say, hey, you're going to have to get over that, too.
Is Adam Schiff not shifty?
Yeah, really, in light of what's been going on. You condemn him for fighting politically like a Democrat, his willingness to gutter brawl. And you know what? To you never-Trumpers just can't seem to come to terms with that's what got him elected with his base, his supporters. And as Mac has already mentioned, the high roaders. The never-Trumpers, they want to be above the fray. They're taking the high road. They're endowed with so much grace and wisdom and intellect. Sickening elitist, I'll say. I'll question, does your high road take you anywhere near the pro-life position? And if it does, maybe you can meet up with President Trump.
Yeah.
Your thoughts or anything?
Well, abortion is the worst of them. But there's a lot of other issues that are out there that they also, basically they're so in love with their high road and their own dignity and how they're going to impress the world and be an example for everyone, that they let evil happen. And, I'm a Catholic, Roman Catholic, and for us, abortion is an intrinsic evil. It's always evil, all the time.
It
doesn't change.
We've discussed the high road a couple different ways in previous videos. I even made the comment that I can't afford to take the high road. These guys in their DC establishment cocoon, I don't even think they can. I don't think it's even within them to possibly relate to your average, typical Trump supporter. They have no idea. And you know what? that kind of goes to the Democrats are like, we're for the working man because they already know the high roaders aren't. Maybe I don't know.
Perhaps.
But you know, some months back, at the very beginning, when Mac and I started doing these YouTube videos, one of our early on segments was on the New York abortion bill and how the state of New York legislators stood and applauded.
Cheered.
You know,
Like they were at a football game, Super Bowl.
Basically dealing with late-term abortion and how it finally passed and how they stood and applauded for the termination of life and how sickening we found it.
And then it went to the next step a week later.
Yeah, to Virginia.
In Virginia, where late term wasn't enough. They talked about murdering the born child and how they'll make it comfortable before they murder it. I mean,
yeah, you have
like that matters.
The video clips of Governor Northam being recorded saying how they were going to make it comfortable, and then while they decide what they were going to do, whether or not they were going to keep.
Well, they've already decided.
You know, and even how that was celebrated there in Virginia, I theorized that they were trying to one up New York. You know, but you know. In discussing the abortion, those bills in those two states, brings me back to my question to the Never Trumpers. Are those the ones you would rather associate? If I'm not mistaken, George Will was going to vote for Hillary Clinton because it was so important to preserve the presidency. You know?
Yeah, the perception of the presidency.
Yeah,
he'll vote for Hillary Clinton, who would have appointed two far leftist Supreme Court justices, and if she were reelected, it could have been three more. Fortunately, I believe Donald Trump is going to get reelected unless they find a way to cheat, and they're already looking for a whole bunch of ways to cheat, or discredit his reelection by saying he was an illegitimate president, and he's going to cheat in 2020. They're already saying.
Yeah, and
and they're with them.
And in regards to the New York and Virginia abortion, we already know Hillary's locked up with that, but yet George will sooner vote for. Come on, George, man, And like I said, I keep coming back to just a question, you're known by the company you keep, so you're going to keep company with Hillary instead of President Trump
because he's rude. And
I guess President Trump's rudeness exceeds the termination of life.
Right.
Just a question. All right.
Well, we've been told that we're the kind of types that people don't want to be associated with. So I mean,
yeah.
Too simplistic.
President Trump has pretty much exposed the Democrats for the corrupt pragmatists as they are. But I think he's done more than just that. He's exposed the GOP establishment too. I mean, he's exposed the GOP establishment, also known as the Never Trumpers, the High Roaders. They don't want to rock the boat. He's exposed them for the political weaklings that they really are.
We've known this for years. We've had this discussion many times.
Yeah, and it's just that the veneer's been pulled back, and there's no hiding for them now.
Well, one of my favorite quotes is actually from you when you said, "The Democrats are kicking my tail, and the Republicans are content to look the other way."
Yeah,
that's the essential effect of these high roaders. People are dying because they want to look prestigious and astute
and presidential and blah,
they're
blah,
full
blah. And
they're cowards at the end of the day. They don't have the fortitude to stand up for anything other than the perception of themselves.
Exactly. I'm pretty much vented.
Okay.
Are you?
Well, I could go on for hours probably on this topic.
So, in summary, I would just say to the Never Trumpers, I'm really in no mood.
And you know who you are.
Yeah, I'm in no mood for any condescending lectures. Okay.
Please, yes.
I'm sickened enough with what's going on there in the D.C. bubble. All right, enough. We'll wrap it up.
And they've been warned on what you're about to say.
Yep. Be safe. Watch your six, and don't tread on me.